Welcome back to Brewmatures. Today, my girlfriend is going to try Pliny the Elder for the first time. All right, Mary. This is Pliny the Elder, Russian River Brewing Company. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it.
And what else is there to say about it? There's nothing on there.
More to come later. But for now, that's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right. So, this is the first time we've had this beer.
Yes.
I am excited to see what you think about it.
I feel like it's been hyped up a lot. And what if I hate it?
What do you mean it's been hyped up a lot?
You're always talking about this beer. You talk about it in your sleep.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
That's not true.
What kind of beer is this?
What kind of beer do you think it is? Based on what you learned from us here at Brewmatures. What are you getting on the nose?
Coffee.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Smells like a hazy, but I know it's not a hazy. It doesn't look like a hazy, but it smells like a hazy.
It does have a little bit of like a tropicalness to it.
This is an ale.
This isn't anything, so after you try it and rate it.
This is an ale.
Discovery. This video is all about discovery. You trying this beer that I picked out for you.
I feel like you've talked about this beer a lot. And I know there's Pliny the Elder and Pliny the Younger. And one is harder to get. And I don't know which is which.
Okay.
Obviously, Pliny the Younger is harder to get.
Who's to say?
You said.
Well, we're not gonna drink it till you're ready to drink. And you're all done on the nose?
Yeah, it just smells like a hazy.
Okay.
It smells like a. You know what it smells like? To me, it smells like that Wolf Pup hazy.
Oh, from Golden Rose.
Yeah, that's what it smells like. Oh my gosh, that's what it is? So this is Wolf Pup. That's what it tastes like to me.
Really? What else are you tasting there?
Now I can't get that out of my head.
Well, try and separate yourself from that, see what flavors you get right now.
If I didn't know that this wasn't a hazy, I mean, I know you just said that, but if I didn't know that this wasn't a hazy IPA, I would definitely think this was a hazy IPA because it's a little tropical-y.
Okay.
Light. And then at the very end, after you've swallowed, I can taste like bitterish. Not bad.
Like bitter hops.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. It's
I
good.
concur with you on all those statements.
I like it a lot.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you sip on it a little while longer and then come back with your final thoughts. All right, we're back. Mary, you've sipped on it a little while longer.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. What percentage do you think this beer is, based on what you taste here?
7.5.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. What style of beer do you think it is? You mentioned ale, you mentioned hazy.
I know obviously it's not a hazy. It just smells like a hazy to me.
Okay.
I think it's an ale.
Okay. And now the hardest question of them all. What would you rate this beer out of 5?
4.5.
Ooh.
It's
really
throwing me for a loop because I would think that this is a hazy. I mean, I don't know why I'm even knocking off points because it's really good, and I think I'm mad because it's not a hazy and it smells exactly like a hazy.
Yeah, it's got great notes to it. I agree. But the way this beer is right now, how drinkable it is, me knowing what I know about the ABV and everything else, I would give this, I go back and forth. I have rated this beer before on the channel. Don't remember what I gave it. I'm gonna give it, this version of it, a 5. This is what I like in this style of beer.
What's all this mystery? I want to know all the details now.
I did not want to influence you by saying anything. But it's time for the reveal. This is a West Coast IPA
Ugh.
by Russian River Company.
Ugh.
Pliny the Elder, bottled on March 8th, 2022. Does not improve with age. Hoppy beers are not meant to be aged. Keep away from heat, respect your elder, keep cold, drink fresh, do not age. Pliny the Elder is a historical figure. Don't make the beer inside this bottle one. Love that they say that on here. Nard barley wine style ale, do not age. Age your cheese, not your Pliny. Respect hops, consume fresh. And then at the bottom here, there's even more. If you must sit on eggs, not Pliny. Do not save for a rainy day. Pliny is for savory, not for saving. Consume Pliny fresh or not at all. So they're really big on their beer fresh because it's a West Coast IPA. So in a way, you're right, it is an ale. But I don't think you thought it was an IPA. This beer is also, as you mentioned, something that is really hyped in the beer community. For a while, it was hard to find. Near us now, it's more regularly around, but still, most bottle shops around us keep it to 2 bottles per person when you buy it. So, yeah. They're also really big on making sure the price is not gouged. So if you see a bottle of this that's an exorbitant amount of money, let Russian River know, DM them, whatever, and they'll cut off supply to that store. But yeah, really hyped up beer. This is part of a blind taste test that I did on the channel.
I remember that.
And yeah.
I'm a fan.
On the side it says, Pliny the Elder was a Roman naturalist, scholar, historian, and author. In his writings he refers to Lupus salicarius, meaning wolf among scrubs, likely an early reference to hop vines growing wild among willows. Pliny the Elder died in 79 AD while saving people during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. He was immortalized by his nephew and adopted son, Pliny the Younger. Pliny the Elder, the beer is full-bodied, hop-forward double IPA. Keep refrigerated and consume fresh.
What's the ABV?
8%, you were pretty darn close.
I almost said 8, but I thought since it wasn't an IPA, because I didn't think it was an IPA,
Right.
it wouldn't be that high.
It's always a solid one to have, and it's similar to its brother, Pliny the Younger. Belies its ABV, and they both have a sweet character to them that I'm not used to with West Coast beers, but that makes West Coast really enjoyable for me.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be a West Coast or an IPA at all, actually. Even though it smells exactly like a hazy, that's a little... I'm confused.
This was once kind of a white whale for a lot of people, and still is in a lot of East Coast states and, you know, in other countries even.
So Pliny the Younger, that's a real beer, right? We're not making that
The
up?
hard one to find, yeah. And if you go back and watch our Russian River blind taste test, I did have a bottle of Pliny the Younger. It was so good. It was so good for a triple IPA.
Oh, it's a triple?
Triple West Coast IPA.
Ooh!
Hopefully in the future they bottle more and distribute more and make more and everything. Because I don't know if we're going to be able to try that ever again. Overall, you gave it a 4.5.
I was duped. I take it back. I take it back.
That's why I didn't say anything about it. Didn't want to hype it up before we tried it. And I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I like it a lot. Thanks for sharing.
Of course, that's what we do here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Untappd. And until next time, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.